Hello everybody, my name is Don Chandler. This is my son Luke Chandler, and we're here to tell you today about a special Christmas project that our family took on. We wanted to do something special, and Luke had a great idea. You might give us a brief history on what we've been doing.
Yeah, well, it was dialogue among my siblings and my parents about how we can use some of the money we normally would use to gift each other at Christmas and instead give it for some cause. We wanted to do this to spread the spirit of Christmas, which we believe also to be the spirit of Christ. And so when 2020 came around, we started conversation about what cause we might be able to donate, and we came upon the Africa Heartwood Project. We loved this opportunity when we saw it because we knew that 100% of the funds that are donated go directly to these orphans. For the SPOCK program, it goes 100% of the funds go to the orphans. And we also had this connection with Andy Jones. He is my brother-in-law's brother, and we know him and his family, and have, of course, no question about really the intent behind all the work that they're doing and ultimately the impact that they are creating in Africa. And so we were just thrilled to be part of that, to contribute in some way.
Yeah, it really helps to have that connection with Andy. So we came up with an idea to have a fundraising walk or run, and the organization that we were supporting is called SPOCK, which is an acronym for supporting these orphans in Africa who lost their parents to Ebola. And they had been orphans for quite some time, and Andy put together this organization where people in their villages, particularly their relatives, would take those children in and take care of them, basically raise them, but they didn't have the means, and they didn't have the financial ability to really do that as well as they wanted. And so Andy formed this organization called SPOCK. So we thought, well, let's have a SPOCK Walk, and that's what we did. And so I sent out a form to all of my grandchildren. It looked something like this. It was a form for them to go out and get sponsors and find people who would pay them a certain amount of money for every mile that they walked or ran within a 60-minute period of time. So we raised this money in 1 hour. And you know, our family, there's 27 members of my family, and they range from ages 1 to, well, my age, I'm the oldest, but lots of children. And you wouldn't think that a family with children could really do that much, but it was amazing how much we were able to raise. So the kids went out and they got sponsors, and as we started adding up the amount of money that we might be able to raise with these sponsors, the kids were really they got excited because they realized, hey, you know, if I have enough sponsors and they're sponsoring me $40 or $50 combined for every mile that I walk, and if I walk 6 miles in 1 hour, then, you know, I could raise a good amount of money. And that's exactly what happened. They also got this little letter in the mail, and I'm going to share with you the poem that I wrote. Sorry, it's kind of a silly poem, but it's kind of how we do things, right, Luke and my family. I can't throw a party without a poem. So this is what went out to my family. We called it Orphan Fun Run 2020. Put your sweatpants on, your walking shoes, and all your running gear. Get on your mark, get ready, set. We're going far this year. Far across the continents and clear across the sea to a land called Africa, where cheetahs can run free. Cheetahs with hyenas and elephants galore, hippos and rhinoceroses. But wait, there's something more. More beautiful than rubies, more precious than even gold. Heavenly Father's children, who are orphans, we are told. Today we're joining hands with them. We're going to take a walk. To help support and bring them care, it's through a group called SPOCK. SPOCK is in Liberia. We wish we could be there, but in our hearts we feel the love, and so we gladly share. In this box, you're going to find sweatbands for your head. Please put them on and smile big. There's lots of cheer to spread. Show the world how much you care for those who are in need. Walk as fast as you can or run for better speed. But just enjoy this walk for SPOCK and please have lots of fun as you change the world today on this Orphan Fun Run. And each of the kids got these little headbands in their box. Of course, it was Christmas time, and so we wanted to give it a little Christmas cheer and look unified. So they all wore these headbands with antlers on them.
Yes.
Did you wear yours, Luke, as
Yes.
you ran?
Yes, for part of the run.
For part?
Mm-hmm.
You know
And we got the headband. I'm in Bountiful, Utah, and my sister's in Michigan, and then my other siblings are in Idaho with my parents. And so, even though we were in different parts of the country, we each had our headbands.
We were unified, and that's what was cool too. Is we didn't all have to be in the same place at the same time. We were just all doing the same thing at the same time wherever we lived. And so it was cool. We were on a Zoom call just before we got started, and we did a little rah-rah. We did a little motivation by talking about each of the families that we were going to be supporting with this money that we were earning, and it gave it a real personal touch. Well,
it was really special because we were able to watch videos about those children, and that made all the difference. A run is a run, but a run for these orphans is so much more, and that's what we all felt as we ran. It was so much more because of what we were able to do in a very small way that we could find to support these children in need.
Yeah, it was great, and it was amazing how much we were able to raise. At the end, we tallied it all up, and originally my goal was to raise $1,000. I thought if we can do $1,000, that's great. But then as the sponsors started pulling through and the kids started signing up sponsors, I thought, we're going to hit $1,500. And so I told them, $1,500. Well, guess what? We, at the end, raised $2,506 in 1 hour on the Orphan Fun Run. It was amazing.
It was amazing. It was just really neat to be part of it. It was really exciting to see what we're able to do by coming together, and really the project spoke for itself. It was that type of organization that Andy Jones had that we were able to share with our sponsors, and they didn't hesitate at all. You know, it's such a great cause to donate.
When I was able to take that check over to Andy and hand over $2,500 to him, he said, you know, we've got about 150 orphan children in this program. And he says, what you just did is going to pay for their Christmas for this year. And so that was just really gratifying, and it supports them and in their great cause with the African Heartwood Project. Thanks.